Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Cheri and I am here today to share with you 5 things that I started doing when I started my 60-pound weight loss journey. I have to tell you because I just am so excited. I love saying my middle name, Lorena. I haven't really ever used it until I started this channel because I didn't know what I was going to call it. But I love my middle name and I hardly ever use it. So, Cheri Lorena. Anyways, okay. So I was not always overweight. When I was in high school, I was very thin. I did a lot of sports. I mentioned this in my last video. I did a lot of sports. I was very active. I ran a lot. I was so active and I loved it and I loved living life that way. And then I got pregnant and I did lose some weight after my first pregnancy. After that, I gained a lot of weight back and I just slowly gained it over the years. And then at the very end, when I started losing it in 2022, I was going through a very stressful time in my life and I just was like, I have to do something. I have to do something. So that is when I changed my whole mindset in the middle of a day one day and I was like, I'm going to lose weight. I have to lose this weight. I was weighed way too much and my body ached and it hurt and I just didn't know how to handle that type of weight at that moment. And every week it was like I was gaining a pound and I just decided one day I have to change. Something has to change in my life. So the first thing I did, I started tracking everything that I put into my mouth. And when I first started, I didn't want to go low calories. I was so terrified about ruining my metabolism that I just started tracking what went into my mouth, really. I just started tracking my calories and being like, ooh, I can't go higher than this. And honestly, it wasn't like, I didn't have like a specific calorie amount. It was just having the realization of what I was eating. I'm guessing that my calories back then were around 2,000. Sometimes I might have had a stressful day because I was stressed. Sometimes they would drop down lower than that, but I'm guessing I maintained it at about 2,000 calories for quite some time. So tracking, I tracked everything. The second thing that I started doing is pretty much the only exercise that I did during this time is I started walking, and I walked a lot, and my treadmill and we became best friends because I was on there every morning and every night. And if I could only do 20 minutes in the morning, I only did 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes at night. If I could do an hour, I did an hour. I didn't have a set time because I was a busy mom and I work full time. I work a lot of hours but I knew that I had to walk. I knew that I had to get more steps in to create more of a calorie deficit because I sat all day at my work and I still sit all day at my work. It is what I do. And I can't change what I guess I can change, but I choose not to change and I really enjoy my job. And so I know that I have to walk. I know that I have to create more steps in my life besides at work, because if I didn't get on the treadmill in the morning and I didn't get on at night, I would probably have less than 2,000 steps a day because my job is very sedentary. And my park close to my work, my house, I come right in from my garage. Like there's not a lot of steps if I'm not consciously aware of getting more steps. So number 3, the third thing I did, I started eating 5 fruits or vegetables a day. Now I didn't eat 5 fruits and 5 vegetables. It was just a total 5 fruits and 5 vegetables. And I had a variety of them. I kept my meals very different. Now when I say kept them different, I kept them different from week to week, not day to day, because I usually eat the same thing every day for a week. And I have pretty much the same breakfast every day of my life besides Saturday and Sunday. And I have the same breakfast on Saturday and Sundays that I always do. So, but I started adding in fruits and vegetables, and I have large volumes of veggies a lot because they have low calories and when I'm starving and I feel like I'm starving, I eat those. And because I don't want to starve, I don't like that feeling. And so I eat large volumes of vegetables. So yeah. Number 4, I started cooking more and I quit eating out. I didn't completely quit eating out because sometimes I get really busy. And so I just know the certain places that I go that have the right amount of calories that I can eat. And I know I have very specific things that I'll go eat at restaurants, and I don't vary from that really. I'm very strict about that. Still just maintaining. I still know this is what I can go eat. So yeah, I started cooking more and I enjoy it. I have a lot more dishes. That is like the downfall of that. Like I have to wash so many dishes. And so, but it's totally worth it. Like the weight loss and feeling so much better is totally worth it. Number 5, I started feeling better about my body in the moment. No matter how many more pounds I felt like I had to lose, I felt better in the moment with my body. I learned to love my body and quit critiquing every little thing about it because I had to give my body grace. It had been through a lot of stress. It had been through a lot of ups and downs. And I just decided that this was my body carried me through so much. I needed to love her. I needed to love Cheri every single moment of every day and just let her know that we are working on these things and getting thin so we could feel better about not aching. Like I just didn't want to ache. The aches and pains were just not fun. And so I just gave myself grace, and I just would tell myself, Cheri, I love you so much. Like you've been through so much. Your body is so strong. Just keep going. So those are the 5 things that I did. And just remember, if you're struggling with your weight, give your body grace. It is carrying you through a stressful time of life, and just love it. Just let yourself know that you're loved. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned because I will have more.